Well, now we'll see the other Espinoza-Owens. This is Moses against Gunnar Cramblett at 174 pounds. Moses had won 10 in a row before dropping a contest to Iowa State on Sunday, and Cramblett, just over 500, a freshman from west central Oklahoma, small town of St. Paris, less than 2,000 people from his hometown.
Yeah, and last weekend, I mean, that match with Gaitan from Iowa State, who's ranked close to him in the rankings, and the guy that has big wins over a guy like Patrick Kennedy from Iowa, who's a top 3 guy. Espinoza-Owens is right there with him the entirety of the match, gets caught in an unorthodox kind of crotch roll through cradle, just like you saw Cale Swenson do, and that really changed the match. So. You see that left leg lead again. It's like they're twins or something, but the Espinoza-Owens brothers really, really good in space, wrestling with that. You see that changing of the lead leg too, like it's a predominant left leg lead. That's where they're comfortable, but they're able to change space and wrestle.
You getting the hankering for some double mint gum all of a sudden?
Yeah. At this point, yeah. Keep me awake, man. We're getting late into the night here.
You are getting old.
Yeah. 30 hits you hard.
Big weekend for Jackrabbit Wrestling. They have a big event tomorrow night, and then Northern Colorado coming in on Sunday.
Yeah, it's a good change of pace every time this time of year. You know, you kind of get into the, call it the winter doldrums. You're just looking at March, what events are left, and it's a great way for them to raise money, bring people around the program, and encourage attendance as well. First real action there, we see Cramblett gets a committed shot and kind of 2 misdirection trying to run around from Espinoza-Owens, but no points offered. And I'm not going to say there's any level of frustration from the SUSU coaching staff, but sometimes when you deliver the message to your wrestlers about what's about to happen, like that these guys are going to try and slow you down and they're going to wrestle hard the whole time, and then it happens, you're not even happy that you're validated. You're like, man, I told you guys this was going to happen. So I know they're in the corner trying to coach, but sometimes the wrestlers just got to do the wrestling, right? So about 1:15 left in the period and not a lot of action. Slowing the Jackrabbits down. Great job from Air Force trying to make these matches close where it's winnable at the end, like we saw last match at 165 pounds.
Again, no surprise that Air Force would be disciplined in its game plan.
Yep. Yeah, being out to the Air Force campus, I mean, man, beautiful wrestling room, beautiful facilities. Lefty high C from space again, just like his brother. Big hips from Cramblett. We are in a interesting position. Head transitions inside. He does a good job of keeping his elbow to the mat, shelving the leg. He's going to reach that left arm across, or he's just going to pop his head out and put the left hand towards the head, which he does. Covers ankle. It is 3. Damian Hahn yelling, got to keep him down, got to keep him down. Good wrist control. Yeah, man, from a lefty high C from the outside, getting hipped to his butt, still holding on to the leg, and then transitioning head inside single, getting the angle, shelving, and scoring that's what you want, right? That's what you want to, you train that in the room, you want to see it translate to the mat. That was excellent.
Now, Moses did handle that well in the end, but you almost felt like, and we saw it with Marcus earlier too, that because of the deliberate pace, when there is a shot taken, it almost has caught the twins off guard.
Yeah, absolutely, and I think, yeah, I mean, when the match pace increases so quickly like that, it's hard to match it when it's been so slow. Right there, you see him capping the ankle. You see the whole Hahn crew in the back, excited about it, coaching staff. They're used to it. They're ready for points to be scored. Well, I think part of it, too, we get Coach Hahn on here a lot of time in the post-match interviews, and he's not lying. He says that they want to put a product on the mat that scores points too, right? Because people come here, spend money. Yeah. He's very adamant that, like, he's grateful for people making that choice, and he wants them to be rewarded when they're supporting the Jackrabbit Wrestling team with points scored on the board and high pace. So I know that's what they love about these 2 twins, is they're willing to do that, and that's what people want to see, right? Another attack from Cramblett. I love that. I hear Coach Simas say, oh, yes, when the opponent takes a shot, because he knows he's about to slide off, and he just knows when action is created, usually these guys are going to find some success. But like you saw last match, when it's slowed down and the action isn't happening, it limits the opportunities for them to score, right? So,
other part, too, when we talk about Moses Espinoza-Owens, keep in mind he's moved up 2 weight classes. So when we talk about the activity and taking shots, I mean, he's going to wear some guys down because he has a different pacing than your traditional 74.
Yeah, another shot from deep out there. He goes kind of knee pull action, gets his head inside. And now Coach On offering the optional. He wants him to cut him, get a takedown when there's 45 seconds in the second period. But like you mentioned, yeah, I've said in the past, a guy wrestled 197 pounds, and like, it's hard, man, when a guy's able to wrestle hard and have attacks, right? There's not a lot of 174 pounders that are having high pace attacks from space. It's a lot more push and pull and being in contact, right? But this kind of effort level is something that isn't super common. But also you find yourself in positions like this where it can wear on you too, man. If you're getting to legs constantly and you're not able to finish, you can kind of be a detriment to yourself. So I know at the beginning when Cramblett made that attack really hard to score, he gets a couple of those and we might be looking at a different match for Cramblett. Quickly, the bench signals bottom.
Moses Espinoza-Owens, 3 decisions over ranked wrestlers, including number 8 Cam Steed of Missouri. And 4 of his 5 losses have come to top 25 ranked opponents. So, I mean, he's one of those guys who has faced a lot of the best in the country this year. It doesn't always happen.
Right, and that's why records only mean so much. Is like, you might have a guy in the SoCon conference that has 22 wins and 1 loss, but where has he been? What has he done, right? So I think coaching staff and the program here at South Dakota State does a really good job of wrestling the opponents they need to in the Big 12 schedule and who they're told to wrestle. But when they get flexibility, they're going to the Cliff Keen invite. They're going and they're scrapping with the best in the country. They're choosing to go wrestle Big 10 opponents like Minnesota. So I think it's a really good setup for them. And yeah, like I said, the records don't always tell the story.
It's a reputation that this program has, but it's an earned reputation.
Yeah, I mean, and another attack from Espinoza-Owens. So a stall warning offered. He's able to go head outside, single leg, steps Turk. It's funny, I'm not making a joke, but I heard the whistle from the coaching staff, which is insane that you can hear that, but that's classical conditioning, I suppose. And that whistle means go get another one, which he does. That left leg lead, a lot of times that right leg that he's shooting a single leg to, opponents don't feel that attack. They feel a head outside shot from right leg leads, but that left leg lead is just so unorthodox at times for guys to wrestle unless you have it in your own wrestling room to train against. Boundary stalling given, so there's another point for Espinoza-Owens. Takedown here makes it a tech fall with 30 seconds left. And this is what we mentioned earlier, right? Like, it might be 3-0 in the first period, but pretty consistently the Espinoza-Owens twins are looking to put on a product on the mat that wrestles hard and scores points. 10 seconds here to go secure a tech fall. He goes that head outside.
There it is.
See tech fall with 4 seconds left. Not content. Right, and Cramblett wrestled the whole match, man. Like we said, consistent with the MO for the service academies and for these guys. And he didn't take any time off. He was fighting all those takedowns. Right there, he has his shelf. That's when he attacked the back ankle to secure the takedown. Another one here, just doing a really good job keeping his hips low so he's not getting rolled through. Steps through to secure that takedown towards the end of the match. It looks like it's on replay, but those are different takedowns at different times.